What's up guys, Felix Force here, welcome back to another predictions video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing my round 4 predictions. So let's just get straight into it. Last week I got 5 out of 8, but this week I feel like I'm going to get a perfect round. I hope that there's going to be no massive upsets like there was last week. Like, who would have tipped the Warriors to beat the Cowboys, especially at Queensland Country Bank Stadium, and Melbourne to lose to Gold Coast? So those were two huge upsets, and Canberra to beat Cronulla as well. But this week, if there's no upsets, I feel like I can get a perfect round here. Parramatta Eels and the Penrith Panthers. I'm tipping the Panthers here. Parramatta, I hate them. They are my least favourite team, so I'd love to see them go down and be 0-4. Melbourne Storm and the West Tigers. I'm going to be tipping the Melbourne Storm here. They should be able to bounce back with a nice little game at Amy Park. Munster to return, so they won't have a huge missing hole in their attack. And I reckon they'll be able to go ahead and beat the Tigers and beat them good. Broncos and the Dolphins. This game has been hyped up since the pre-season, and I reckon the Broncos are just going to give the Dolphins a bit of a reality check. The Dolphins, I feel like they got a bit of a fluky win against the Roosters. They played a not very strong Canberra side and beat the Knights last week, which anyone can do. But I think they're going to get brought right back down to earth and get absolutely destroyed by a quality team for once in the Brisbane Broncos. North Queensland Cowboys and the Gold Coast Titans, and I feel a bit uneasy here tipping the Cowboys. I'm going to tip them here, and I really hope that they can just get their attack sorted. Like 12 points against the Warriors, that is awful, especially on a team like the Warriors whose defense has really struggled over the last couple of years. And the Cowboys, they were meant to have the dream run, the easiest schedule ever in the NRL to start off the season. So hopefully they'll be able to get a good win against the Titans to fix up their season. South Sydney Rabbitohs and the Manly Seagulls. I'm looking forward to this one. This should be a good game. I'm going to be tipping the Rabbitohs here. They've got a much stronger side, and I feel like with the home crowd advantage, they should just be able to do it here. And of course, they've got a few really strong fins. Like Campbell Graham has been an amazing play. So was Lachlan Illies to start the year. He's having a breakout year. And King Kalula-Matani has looked amazing. And they got a decent little interchange as well. Michael Cheekham, Mawale, they're all solid. And then young Blake Taff, who's a superstar, sitting on the bench to help him out. Warriors and the Bulldogs, two pretty big surprises coming up to the season. If we look at the ladder, they're actually both pretty high. Yeah, they're both in the top 8. The Bulldogs, they just don't have a very good points differential, but they're still 2 wins and 1 loss, which is a very impressive record for a team like them. But unfortunately, at Mount Smart Stadium, I think the Warriors will just get the best of them here. If it was at a core stadium or wherever the Bulldogs play, I reckon they would have been able to get the job done. But at Mount Smart, Warriors usually play a lot better there, and I reckon they'll be able to get a nice, easy win. McDonald Jones Stadium and the Canberra Raiders, who probably had the second biggest upset of last week, pretty much demolishing the Sharks out there. The score was 24-20, but I watched the highlights. They were well on top, especially early on in that second half. So I'm going to be tipping them here to get a great win over the Newcastle Knights, which should get them into the positive points differential. St. George Illawarra and the Cronulla Sharks, no-brainer Cronulla Sharks here. The Dragons, they were in that game against the Broncos until the final 10 minutes of the game when they let in 4 tries. And that's just typical Dragon stuff. They give up if they let in a try and realise, oh, we're not going to win, so we're going to let in another 3 tries. That's typical Dragon stuff, and that's pretty much why they lost that game. And the Sharks, with Nico Hines back, the main man on them, the Dalingham medalist, they should easily be able to get a nice, easy win over the St. George Illawarra Dragons. That'll be my video for this week. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Comment below your tips, and if you think my tips might be a bit wrong, but you can do that as well. And I'll see you guys in next week's Super Coach video. Bye.